In this video, I'll show you how to use the Stencil library to build your floor plan in PowerPoint. If you're new, make sure to watch the tutorial for Starter Kit first, so everything here makes a lot more sense. You can also check out this short video to learn how to set your PowerPoint to metric or imperial units. Once you've made your purchase and downloaded the package, you'll see that it comes with multiple canvas sizes. These different canvas sizes are designed for projects of different scales. For example, if you're working on a small space like a studio, you can use the smaller canvas. It lets you see the details much more clearly on screen. If your project turns out smaller or larger than expected, you can simply copy your drawing from one canvas to another. The scale will remain the same. If you're working on a longer layout and prefer a portrait orientation instead of landscape, you can follow these steps to set the canvas to portrait mode. Now, let's open the main Stencil library file. Think of it as a dimension guide you can use to assemble your floor plan. You can use the bottom menu bar to quickly find the stencils you need. They're organized by spaces. Each stencil is drawn to its real-world size and proportion. The width represents the horizontal dimension, and the depth represents the vertical dimension. You'll also see the dimensions labeled in both metric and imperial units. Sometimes you might accidentally stretch a stencil, but once it's stretched, the scale of the stencil becomes inaccurate. If that happens, simply undo and bring it back to its original size. You can resize the stencil intentionally using known dimensions as your reference. Let's say you want to match a sofa stencil to the actual sofa you plan to buy. Start by choosing the closest stencil, then adjust the width and depth to match the real dimensions. And if you've resized a stencil and want to bring it back to its original size, here's what you can do. It's best to keep two files open side by side, your stencil library and your working canvas. This way, you can quickly browse and bring elements into your design. To move a stencil over, simply copy and paste it from the library into your canvas. To speed things up, use shortcuts. Control-C to copy, and Ctrl-V to paste. You can move the stencil around by dragging the mouse. For small adjustments, use your arrow keys to nudge it into position. You can rotate the shape using this handle, or use the rotate button to snap it to 90 degrees. For a quicker way, hold down Shift while rotating. It will snap neatly into position. You can also flip the stencil horizontally or vertically. This is especially useful when you want to mirror elements like doors or furniture. If you're working with multiple elements in one place, you can choose to group before moving or rotating. This helps you adjust everything together and test different layout options faster. As your design gets more detailed, it can get harder to select the right object. That's where the selection pane becomes really useful. To open it, head over to the Home tab, click Arrange, then choose Selection Pane. You can select objects directly from the list, since each stencil is labeled, so you can quickly find what you need. You can also reorder elements by dragging them up or down. Items higher in the list appear on top and lower ones go behind. So again, when I move the dining table higher in the list, the chairs now appear underneath the table. You can lock elements in place to avoid moving them by accident. I can lock these rooms so they won't move while I focus on arranging the furniture inside them. You can also toggle visibility using the eye icon. I can temporarily hide these trees to test different arrangements before deciding on the final layout. You can also toggle the visibility off after grouping them. You can rename objects to keep things organized. Instead of eyeballing whether your shapes are aligned, you can use the Align tools to position them precisely. Select the chairs, go to Align, then choose Distribute vertically to space them evenly. After that, use Align left to line them up. Group them together. Duplicate the set for the other side. And don't forget, move the chairs below the dining table in the selection pane so they appear underneath the table. You can also quickly center the sofa with the coffee table. Or line cabinets neatly against the wall. This helps you line things up quickly without guessing or manually adjusting. Some stencils are extendable, which means you can adjust their size to fit your space. These stencils are labeled on the stencil sheet. For stencils that are extended by the dragging, you can drag to extend the width. For the stencils that are extended using crop, the full stencil is actually larger than what you see. To extend them, simply adjust the cropped area. For example, this wardrobe and bookshelf stencil can be stretched to fit the exact wall length or room size you need. Doors are important for showing openings and movement through your space. You'll find two types, see-through and solid versions. Use the solid version to place doors quickly. It masks the wall and creates opening. And use the see-through version if you want to customize the door cover, for example, with your own color or texture. When designing a floor plan, it's usually better to start from a zoomed-out view first. At this stage, think about the overall plan and the purpose of each room. It helps you design more intentionally before getting into the details. You can copy the stencils you'll likely use closer to the rooms first, so everything is within reach when you start designing. Then zoom in and begin arranging the furniture inside each space. You can zoom using Control plus scroll button or the zoom slider at the bottom right. This workflow is much more efficient and keeps you from constantly moving across the canvas just to reach out the stencil. With what you've learned so far, you already have everything you need to create a complete furniture layout using the Stencil library. To learn more about applying floor textures, watch the tutorial linked above. If you're not sure how this base floor plan was created, check out the Starter Kit video first. It walks you through the full process of drawing a floor plan from scratch. And if you're renovating your home, the workflow is very similar. The Starter Kit video already shows you how to scale an existing floor plan, and this video will guide you on cleaning up an existing floor plan before designing on top of it. If you're unsure whether your room sizes feel realistic or if the layout is making the best use of the space, the Layout Library can help. It comes with over 200 professionally designed, ready-made room layouts. you can mix, match, and tweak to fit your own home. It's a much faster way to explore ideas, compare different options, and create floor plans that feel balanced and actually work in real life.